One of the themes and areas we haven't discussed is what should I be thinking about at the end game? I always advise people think about what you want from the company. It may change and pivot, but the fact that you've started a new company or new division of the company to focus on helping people think about it, if you don't mind, kind of why don't you walk us through maybe some of the biggest mistakes you see people make, and then we can kind of what they should be thinking about as they're starting to grow their business.
Yeah. So what I tell people who own businesses, whether, they're in the startup phase or it's a more mature business, is always be thinking about the end game. Like, what is your ultimate end game? And if it's to exit the business or to merge it, with another business, there are many things that you can do along the way to ensure that you maximize the value of your business and minimize the risks in that transaction. And the only other thing that I would add to that statement is understand that the date that you think, you might want to do this might not be the date on the calendar that it happens. And so, just to be illustrative about that, the date could come because it's opportunistic. Somebody approaches you and said, "Hey, have you ever thought about maybe merging if we put our two companies together?" And you hadn't really thought about it. And all of a sudden, you find yourself in the middle of a merger discussion and you hadn't planned for it and you hadn't done the things that would maximize value. The other thing that could happen, unfortunately, is life happens and you could get diagnosed with an illness, or there could be a partnership breakup or a divorce that could force you to have to exit the business. And if you're being forced out and haven't done the things that you need to do to maximize value, you've left money on the table. And there's no reason to do that because this isn't rocket science. The things that we talk to people about how to prepare are all things that are within people's reach.